Welcome Rangers, and behold, The Viewing Globe, a show about the latest Power Rangers news. I'm your host, Derby of Morphenomenal. Since the Power Rangers have fought and defeated monsters ever since the show began, it only makes sense that people draw inspiration from our heroes in battling against another monster, cancer. It's been a tradition of hockey teams to show their commitment to a future without breast cancer with pink in the ring. This special sporting event has a goal to raise funds for cancer research as well as to stand up for women's health issues. Pink in the Rink has come in various forms, such as turning the ice rink pink or hockey players putting pink accents on their jerseys. This year though, the Toledo Walleye took it to a whole new Morphenomenal level by channeling the power of the pterodactyl. As you can see in these pictures, the hockey team's uniform are heavily inspired by the suit worn by the original Pink Ranger, Kimberly. It even features the belt with a Morpher buckle, which made it pretty spot on. The Pink Power jerseys were auctioned with the proceeds going to Susan G. Komen, an organization with the aim to stop breast cancer. In another part of the globe, locals of Johannesburg also drew inspiration from the Power Rangers in their fight against cancer. This was done as part of the CANSA Shave-a-thon, an annual event in South Africa where people can show off their solidarity for those who are affected by cancer. Since hair loss is a common side effect of undergoing chemotherapy, shaving one's head is the event's symbolic way of showing support for those who have and survived cancer. As an alternative, participants can instead color their hair, and this is what a group of people decided to do for Shave-a-thon, but with a Power Rangers twist. These guys dye their hair with the different Ranger colors and even added the iconic lightning bolt symbol to complete the look. As a treat, they were given Power Ranger donuts courtesy of Krispy Kreme, which I'll be talking about in just a few minutes. Have you been craving to see Tommy back in action? Well, you don't have to wait much longer, as Jason David Frank, who starred as Tommy Oliver in several seasons of Power Rangers, is putting a hold on his MMA stint and returning to his acting roots in Ninjak vs. the Valiant Universe. Ninjak vs. the Valiant Universe is a live-action adaptation of the different comic book series published by Valiant. In the forthcoming web series, the former Ranger is set to portray Bloodshot, and similar to his previous Power Ranger role, also happens to be a superhero. The major difference, though, is that Bloodshot is much grittier in nature. In fact, darker than the once evil Green Ranger. The character is a living, breathing killing machine that has the power to regenerate thanks to his nanites in his body. Think of him as a zombified Wolverine. In an interview, Jason David Frank revealed that what led to him landing a role in Ninjak vs. the Valiant Universe was him working on the White Ranger vs. Scorpion episode of Superpower Beatdown by Bat in the Sun. This is the time when he met Aaron Skoing, who happens to be one of the directors of the upcoming web series. After he was offered to portray Bloodshot, Frank did some fair share of research, as he admitted that he has no idea about the character. He did agree to play the role and quickly became a fan of the character, but knew that it was a vast departure from Tommy Oliver. While giving life to Bloodshot, Frank found it difficult transitioning from being a Power Ranger to a sinister character. He eventually found his groove and enjoyed the more mature role, complete with different look and fighting style. Ninjak vs. the Valiant Universe is set to be released this year. With only a few days away until the theatrical release of the new Power Rangers film, the Power Ranger fever is continuing to spread. Several companies are getting into the Power Ranger spirit and have been partnering with Saban in delivering merchandise inspired by our favorite spandex-wearing heroes. One of them is Pez Candy, who launched a product line inspired by the characters from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Collectors will now be able to get their hands on candy dispensers that features the likes of Jason, Zach, and Kimberly. President and CEO of the candy company, Christian Yegan, stated, "We're excited to answer the call from a devoted Power Rangers fanbase to help bring the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers to life through Pez. The Power Rangers brand has a great iconic status that fits well with the Pez portfolio." Another company that is releasing a range of Power Ranger collectibles is Fat Mojo, Introduced to the public via Toy Fair 2017, their product line gives prominence to both the show and movie versions of the superheroes. There are helmets of the reboot's Rangers, as well as miniature figures of the Mighty Morphin team that serve as book bag hangers and keychains. In addition are dog tags showing the Rangers of Lionsgate's film, both as a group and individually. These products will hit store shelves this month. Not wanting to be left out, Monogram is also partnering with Saban brands to deliver an array of toys inspired by the first season of the Power Rangers. This comes in the form of the Power Rangers Blind Bag Collection, consisting of 11 character figures in total with 2 exclusives, Lord Zed and the White Ranger. Aside from these 3D foam blind bags, Monogram is in the process as well of making more Power Rangers inspired products such as keyrings, magnets, pins, buttons, and more. Moving along, even another kid-friendly franchise is integrating the Power Rangers into their merchandise. Fisher-Price debuted their newest collection of Thomas the Tank Engine minis that matched up the characters of the children's program with personalities from the Mighty Morphin season. Examples of which are Thomas morphing into the Blue Ranger, Rosie channeling Kimberly as the Pink Ranger, and even getting some villains into the mix with Belle as Rita Repulsa. All of this is part of Fisher-Price's Set Friendship in Motion campaign that also includes trained versions of other iconic pop culture teams such as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and DC superheroes. Mike Peisers, director of Thomas & Friends Toy Global Brand Marketing, had this to say about their latest campaign. "We love that Thomas & Friends is a leader in showcasing positive friendship role models for young children, and we are thrilled to combine the brand with other popular franchises such as the DC Super Friends and Power Rangers for kids to collect." Last on our list is Krispy Kreme, who are serving us with the Power Ranger donuts. They are cream-filled shells covered in chocolate icing and sprinkled with edible silver glitter. To complete the look, it is topped with a sugar piece of the lightning bolt featured in the latest movie that comes in all 5 of the Rangers' colors. Better act fast though, since the Power Ranger Donuts is only available in Krispy Kreme's menu for a limited time, until the 2nd of April to be precise. Anyway, if you too have caught the Power Rangers fever, you should definitely get your hands on one of these awesome products. By the way, none of the aforementioned companies are sponsoring this video, so companies, you're welcome for the free publicity. Saban's Power Rangers will hit the big screen on the 24th. And those were the latest news about the Power Rangers. Links to everything we talked about in the description. Show some love by giving this video a like and sharing it. You can also follow me on Twitter @JerbyRanger. For more videos like this, please subscribe if you haven't already and hit that bell icon. This has been Jerby from Morphenomenal. Thanks, and as always, may the power protect you.